We want more money, higher minimum wage. That's right. That's what's happening right now. People. Already, man. Already, people are thinking about the next minimum wage increase. They want even more, Jericho.
No, no, no. And I'll tell you why. But first, no.
What's up, everybody? I'm Zap, and this is Jericho, and we are the now 8-time international award-winning pop hip-hop music duo band at Future. We do clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that is uniquely Californian. And right now, you're tuned into the Life of Circus podcast, where we talk about everything that's funny, interesting, and ridiculous. Before we jump into today's topic, make sure you do us one big favor. Make sure you share this video, share this podcast with somebody who is affected by minimum wage increase, because it's still a thing, man.
It's very much a thing.
It's a lot going on in these streets, man. And make sure you stay to the end of the video, because as much doom and gloom as we're seeing with businesses closing and failing, and especially in places where we are, like California, people leaving the state, there are surprisingly two things that are positive coming out as a result of this minimum wage increase. Every business isn't failing. Some businesses are doing better, and so make sure you stick around to the end so you can understand why that's happening. So we talked about the minimum wage increase specifically for fast food,
Right.
like 6 months ago when they were putting it together, and we were like,
I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Yes, we since then we made even another video saying we told you so. So for those of you who are living under a rock, fast food minimum wage has increased in California to $20 an hour, like a 25% jump, pretty much overnight for restaurants, big chains, even some smaller restaurants, and the results have been largely negative, at least in the press. I mean, I haven't heard any businesses that are like, "Hey, this is great." So,
not at all. No.
So, food prices were high. They're even higher now. They said that at over 10,000 people, fast food workers have lost their jobs because the companies can't afford to pay them that high of a wage overnight. And a lot of places there's a laundry list of places that are just shutting down. They're just like, we can't do this. Either that or they're leaving the state. But guess what, Jericho?
Tell me now.
That's not enough. We want more money, higher minimum wage. That's right. That's what's happening right now. People. Already, man. Already, people are thinking about the next minimum wage increase. They want even more, Jericho.
No. No. And I'll tell you why. But first, no. Okay. Here's the thing.
Raise it. Just keep going up.
I'm pretty sure among the things that have gone up because of the minimum wage increase is like OnlyFans subscriptions, like stuff that no one needs. Like, I highly doubt that anything is really improving. That's a good idea. You know what I mean? So I feel like you can't. I heard something really recently, and it made a lot of sense. It said if you decided to give everybody in the world the same amount of money, so somehow take it all literally and just even it all out, so everyone in the world, all 8 billion of us, get the exact same amount of money, within 20 years, it would be distributed exactly the way that it is now.
I believe that.
Because, yeah, people don't know how to do stuff with money. So, no, you don't get more money because you're just going to do the same dumb stuff you're doing with it that you did before. And how much is a Whopper now? Like, forget it. Like, it's just going to be ridiculous. What kind of, I know we're not living in the days with, like, oh, going to see a movie and the soda and a pop and a, the nickel. I know that's in the past, but you can't keep paying people more. You have to teach people to be smarter with their money. That's all.
Take it up higher.
How much they want? Okay, go for it.
I'm glad you asked. So fast food minimum wage, the workers have already unionized and got $20 an hour, which is several dollars over the regular minimum wage.
Right.
Long Beach hotel workers have argued for a $23 an hour wage. And this next one makes sense because we've seen it firsthand. Because as Band of Future, shameless plug, we do some shows in San Diego. All right, so
Nice
if you're ever in San Diego, come see a Band of Future show. But San Diego wants to raise the minimum wage for hotel and other service workers to $25 an hour. And I was wondering what happened because I'm like, ooh, inflation, because
Sure.
we were like looking at hotels in San Diego. And I'm like, man, these a lot more than last year, and now I know what happened. Janitors want $25 an hour, man. Clean them toilets, sweeping them floors, man. They want.
I think janitors should get more than fast food workers. That's for sure. I really do, because I can go make my own burger, but if I go to an establishment, I want it to be clean, and I think the people that clean it should get paid. It's all about, I mentioned this before, you should get paid for the value that you provide. And fast food is just making us all fat and sick. And janitors make stuff clean, which is great. So yeah, pay them more. I'm not sure how much they get now, but pay them more and take it out of the fast food workers. That's just
that's an interesting take, I guess. It just kind of like took my mind somewhere. Okay. Because your viewpoint is, I heard you say this before, you should be paid based on the value that you provide.
Yes.
As opposed to the skill sets that you have. So I feel like if you think janitor, fast food worker, it doesn't take, in my opinion, as many skill sets to be a janitor as it does to be a fast food worker. The fast food worker, you have to have people skills. You have to be able to talk to people, interact, be friendly, all that kind of stuff. You have to have some math skills to run the cash register. You have to have just skills in terms of food preparation and something like, I think you have to have like a food handler's license and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot more skills involved than being a janitor. But in your opinion, the janitor provides more value than the fast food person.
Yeah. And if you had 9 PhDs, okay, you went to school for a long time, you're very smart, and what you got PhDs in doesn't help us at all, you shouldn't get paid more than anyone. Why would you? What are you doing to help? Right? To me, I watch them all the time, and I'm really grateful at the gym, for example, which is a disgusting place. Think about it's disgusting without the janitors. If they weren't there, think about how gross it would be. Or oh my God, the bathrooms at the beach. Oh my God, I get like PTSD going to some of those places. And I remember the last time I went to Venice, there was a person like cleaning them as people were standing in line. And I'm like, that's one, disgusting. 2, thank you. How much are you getting paid? You deserve more. We all need you more than we need somebody to get our Big Mac done faster. I really think that's true. So yeah, I would, if I ruled the world, I would pay people based off of the value.
I'm kind of with you, but I'm kind of like trying to play the devil's advocate. Like,
oh, I understand. And of course, the system we have is that you went to school for more time for this and that, or you were required to think more, whatever the thing that is, whatever the commodity it is that you acquired, that's the thing that you should get paid for. And my position is that sometimes, sure. But also, no, definitely not. I need the janitors more. I need the people that rake the leaves more. The people that make sure that the streets don't have potholes. We need them more than we need. Remember, maybe I'm talking about necessity versus convenience. Like, I can make my own burger. I can go put together a Chipotle style burrito if I want to. All the ingredients are at the store. I just got to try, right? But I can't fix the street. I don't know how to do that. So if you know how to do that, you should get paid more than someone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's
something to think about.
yeah, an idea, but that is how I feel about it.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, 25, well, that's a lot. 23, 25, that's a lot.
San Diego Community College District has already raised its minimum wage to $30 an hour.
For
And
who?
I think it's just community college employees, I think, something like that.
Okay.
And then the Los Angeles airport workers want $30 an hour by 2028. So the train is moving fast, man.
Well, sure, but the question is still, where's the money coming from?
I think it's just going to get more. Well, this is the problem too. So I read an article by some guy. I don't remember his name. I'm sure he's very smart.
Good view, smart guy.
He's the person who pointed out that there's a couple of things where businesses are actually doing okay with the minimum wage, but he said like obviously this is not a long-term solution because you think about minimum wage, and you kind of touched on it. It's like, what are you spending your money on? And then for like 99% of people, what are your biggest expenses? Food, shelter, transportation. All of those things are sky high, abnormally high in California than anything else. And so I don't necessarily think people are just wasting their money on whatever, but I mean, they could be, but
I don't know the life.
The fact still remains that there's a for real housing shortage. The average housing cost is like, I think almost double, if not double, than some other places. So that's a huge thing. We already know the food is high. It was already high, and it got higher. And then like gas is like $5-6 a gallon, $7 a gallon. Like
too high. It's too high.
So it's like, basically he pointed out, is just like those things are like at the root of this, a lot of it, but it's like we're not trying to solve those things. Or maybe they are, and they just haven't found a solution yet. I thought that was an interesting point.
It is.
Because we're still in a cycle of like you raise minimum wage, and then businesses are, we can't pay people. We got to raise prices, and then like everything goes up. So then what's the point?
Right.
Your rent is higher, your food is higher, gas is higher. Now we need more. Right.
Money. This doesn't make any difference, basically. But it makes people feel good.
Yeah. But like I said in the beginning, this guy also pointed out that there are two things that he pointed out where businesses are actually doing okay with the minimum wage, and it's actually been a good thing.
And it's not OnlyFans?
And it's not OnlyFans.
All right.
One,
just a second.
One is that it has forced businesses, and I think we can even agree to this as the way we run Band and Future and all that kind of stuff. It's forced them to be more efficient. And I've definitely gone into places or worked in businesses where like you can tell the money is flowing. And so they just kind of like, they kind of just spend money on whatever and just kind of do frivolous things and just silly things with their money. But it's forced some businesses to be more efficient. So it's actually, some businesses are saying that their businesses are working better because they've been forced to like cut the fat of the company to basically pay for the workers. So I think that's a thing that we've experienced as just dealing with. I think that anybody experiences that, the inflation, the high prices, you get laid off from work, or you don't get a check that you thought you're going to get, or a car repair costs you $2,600.
Sounds like real life right there, bro.
It's make sure you like, subscribe, join the channel so I can pay for my car. I'm
Mhm.
tired of walking everywhere. I digress. Um, but yeah, I mean, we do this in our personal lives all the time. It's just like, okay, how little can I eat this week to
Right.
to pay for? So yeah, so that's the thing. Second thing is that worker retention is up.
Mm.
So you think about fast food, not fast food, but just minimum wage jobs in general. It's like a throwaway job,
Sure.
right? So it's like you're making the least, you don't get the maximum effort, you don't really care. It's just like this job sucks. I'm not making a whole lot of money. And I think it has a high turnover rate. So meaning people quit, they have to find new people, train them, get them going, and then they're there for like a month or two or 6 months or whatever. Then they quit and they just find a better job or whatever.
Sure.
So with the higher wage now, um, fast food worker is like the premium job of minimum wage jobs. So you think if you work in some other job for $16 an hour, $17 an hour, you can flip burgers for $20 an hour.
Sure.
You're gonna, if you're in that that minimum wage level, you're gonna stay there for a minute, because unless you can move up to some other job, you're doing better than other minimum wage jobs. So why would you leave?
Right. That makes
Uh,
sense.
so yeah, so people are staying, and people are happier. They say, just coming to work, which I mean makes sense if you're getting paid more. But there's less incentive to leave, and then people don't understand that it costs businesses a lot of money to hire people and put up ads to hire people and then train them and
Yep.
all this kind of stuff, get all this stuff going and find the people, and then they're only there for a little bit and you got to do it all over again.
Yes, a lot.
That's a big expense. So there you have it. Minimum wage going up, prices going up. Some businesses are leaving, some businesses are shutting down. Some people don't care. It's happening in their business. A lot going on. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is this good? Is this bad? Should we do the idea of this guy in the article and just let's fix the housing and the food and the gas and all this stuff and just bring that down instead of raising the money we get?
Cost of living is too high.
Yeah, man, a lot going on.
Gotta invest in some meme coins, man. Just take advantage. It's a bull market, man. Let's get into it.
Are meme coins the answer to the minimum wage problem?
I would say probably not, but you know, somebody it might work out. For most people, not so much.
Yeah, we out because we are. But
Yes.
for real, join the YouTube channel, because your boy needs his car. All right.
There we go.
They took our jobs! They took our jobs! Take our deer! Take our deer!